Our friends at Longfellow Community Gardens led the charge in planting spring crops, while I got busy showing off the PETRATOOLS sprayers that the boys could not wait to use. Did you know that in some of the neighborhoods outside of the biggest cities in America, residents do not have easy access to grocery stores? There may be a liquor store on the corner, but they aren't selling produce, which means one thing: getting fresh vegetables easily into the hands of our children who live there is difficult. We can do better than this, and that's why when I was asked by my dear friend Andrea Butner of Wardell & Holmes Realty to help support the boys and young men of High Aspirations, a mentorship club for African American male youth in Kansas City, I was all about helping the kids. This incredible club gives the boys a productive space to spend their time on weekends when the boys are most at risk. To be a member of the club, the boys must maintain their GPA and attendance in school, among a variety of other rules. In trade, they get to take advantage of this awesome space that they can be mentored by other adults in the community, learn to play chess, go on field trips, get a free haircut from a volunteer stylist, cook in the test kitchen, or just hang out outside in the recreational area and have fun together under the close watch of the founder, Henry Wash. Along the way, we picked up more sponsors like PETRATOOLS donating worm tea, fish and seaweed fertilizer, and vegetable fertilizer for the entire growing season, Lowe's Home Improvement providing seeds and tools, Missouri Organic, who donated nutrient-rich compost, Oral May Nursery donated mulch and flowers for beautification, Longfellow Community Gardens helped with manpower, growing tips for the kids and tools, and Teo Cali Restaurant provided a beautiful spread of food for the boys to enjoy on the kickoff. And then it was time to get to work. Fellow Master Gardeners Rebecca Roth and Bonnie Duma joined to help educate the boys and get their hands dirty. We had our kickoff event explaining what the process would be through the weekend and why we were doing what we were doing. The next day would be Saturday, April 1st. The boys arrived promptly on a chilly Kansas City morning, ready to work. About 40 boys ages 8 to 18 were fully invested in working in the gardens, and some of them even told us they want to own a farm one day. We immediately got to work splitting into crews. Some of the crews mulched the garden beds, planted flowers on the property and in pots, and the rest of us cleaned the beds by pulling weeds and removing debris. And we then worked the soil to get it ready for a fresh, new compost layer. We applied 4 inches of compost to the tops of every bed. Our friends at Longfellow Community Gardens led the charge in planting spring crops, while I got busy showing off the PETRATOOLS sprayers that the boys could not wait to use. The boys were so excited to learn about the additional liquid applications, what they were, and all the details to make sure that our beds were ready for an epic harvest. We sprayed the beds down with a mixture of worm tea and fish and seaweed fertilizer, and in our next adventure, we will gather again in a few weeks to plant our summer gardens. The boys will weed and maintain the gardens throughout the growing season, and I will be stopping by through the summer to take some video to show you our progress of the gardens and to do some checkups so that we can report back to you on Art of Gardening to show you how it's all working. If you're interested in learning more about High Aspirations, visit highaspirationskc.org. And if you're in the Kansas City area and want to get involved in mentoring, help with donations, or future plantings and maintenance of the gardens, reach out to me on Instagram, Fancy Flower Farmer. I will point you in the right direction. Thanks again for watching and can't wait to see how this season grows.